have. Yes, I do.
Well, fine. What do you have then? You've got some more ale, so apparently that's just a sellable. You have some bullets I could probably buy, and I think I will. Nothing else useful. Okay.
Just point me in the right direction. Name it.
So is this an inn? This is an inn.
Okay.
I'm hoping that I'm in the right city.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Sorry, ain't got much in the way of tomes today. Been real slow here, so I ship most of my stock to Afkatla. Ain't talked to anyone in weeks, actually. Business been that bad because of the nasty events around here. Aye, that it has. Though there have been quite a few old books turning up around here to make it worthwhile. Nothing startling. I get by. Enjoy your stay as best you can under the circumstances. Damn, I was hoping he had some good books. Alright, what's in here? Nothing good. Andrew, what do you have to say?
Bloke can't walk 5 feet these days without someone hitting him up.
Nothing useful. Joanna, what do you have to say?
Well met and welcome.
Also nothing. Vincenzo, tell me things.
Never had rats.
Hello to you and good day. I am Vincenzo, and I offer you all the services of me humble little inn. There are a lot of things to be said about your inn, Vince, but humble ain't the one I would be picking, eh? Hush, boy, and keep calling me Vince, and I'll have you strapped to over a log. The name's Vincenzo. Ah, it's a lot of rot. You hears the name from some Serbian trader, and suddenly you're pulling on airs. Fah! Never mind the boy. He's an ignorant lout I took in the pity of. A simpleton who doesn't know his place. Is there aught I can do for you, my good lady? It's a hell of a word. Yeah, what do you know about the killings? Vincenzo knows the truth. My family has been here in this area for a long, long time, and the tales of the witch Umar have been passed down, they have. You're not going to go into that rot again, are you? Silence, boy. Perhaps I should give you the witch instead as an offering, eh? Leave you out in the doorstep with a lace of garlic tied around your neck. Well, I thought that'd shut your trap. Now then, milady, I can tell you about the witch, Umar, a tale that's sure to curl your ears if you'd care to hear it. Yeah, okay. Like I said, me family have been around these parts a long time. We were here back in the witch herself plagued these lands over 700 years ago. Umar was a wicked one. No one ever saw her except for when she came down from the hills to steal some unfortunate soul. Shepherds, babes, anyone who weren't careful. She'd torture 'em. You could hear the cries during the night. People tried to find her, but only victims' bodies would turn up, mutilated and dead. Don't you know that they just didn't kill her? Don't know why they just didn't kill her. 'Cause they couldn't find her, you stupid boy. Were you not listening? And besides, she were a powerful witch and plenty of magic for any fight. Strange thing is, Milady Umar just vanished one day. Maybe she were killed, maybe not. But every century or so, it said she comes back to the hills. Aha! And that's where it gets right funny, your story. I'm warning you, boy. You'll be out on your arse faster than you can blink if you keep this up. Ahem. As I said, every century or so she comes again. People disappear, tortured in the hills, and only sometimes are the bodies found. Once Umar sated herself on blood, she returns to whence she came. This is just like them other times. People forget so easily. 'Tis the witch, I tell you. Yeah, has nobody tried to find the witch recently? Well, there was a group of mages some years back who came. Young ones. Apprentices, I gathered. 2 fellas and a young lass, sure enough. They were sent by their master to look into the Umar witch, or so they said. Nice enough group, but sure obvious they were expecting nothing. I remember 'em. They were all right, for mages. Lot nicer than the German feller. Now he could go and soak his head. Aye, true enough. Them 3 went into the hills, and they was never found again, except for their lass's journal. I found those myself, out in the woods. More victims of Umar herself, sure as daylight. You can read it in the lass's journal. Yeah, give me the journal, I want to take a look. Aye, you can. I had a copy or 2 done up by a scribe friend of mine some months back. You can have one if you like. A copy or 2? More like you got a whole storeroom full of copies of the journal, you bleeding banana. How would you know what a banana is? Well, so what if I have? 'Tis a good story, more or less. Make me bloody rich one day. And then where will you be, you little rugrat? More like you wrote the journal yourself, I'd wager. I did nae such thing. Here you go, my lady. Use it as you will. But beware the witch if he goes into the hills. She's not sated yet, not by a long shot. Alright, what's the journal have to say? The Umar Witch Project Journal. The journal seems to be that of an apprentice mage, telling the tale of her expedition into the Umar Hills, with 2 other apprentices in search for evidence to the fabled witch. The tale is hard to believe, but seems to relate the group's horror at getting lost and being hounded by an unseen predator during the night. The script is a panicky, feminine hand, and the last page can barely be made out, as follows. Sorry to Joshel's mother. I'm sorry about what happened to Nicholas. There's something out here with us. We thought it to be peasants, but peasants aren't this clever. Joshels says it's the witch. I hear her when I sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I don't want... The journal ends here. Well, that's delightful. You can hold on to that. Oh, right, I have some bullets for you guys, too. There you go. And for you... Beautiful. And you can hold on to that spear.
Yep.
Okay. While we're here... what do you have? Rumors... Oh, give me some Evermead. Many blame the murders in the village on the band of wolves and seen active in the region for the last several years, supposedly led by an actual werewolf. I mean, fair enough. We could sleep, and we don't really need to, I don't think. Pretty sure everybody still has all their spells. Yeah, we don't need to sleep.
Something you need? If you say so.
Alright, what's in here? Sleeping woman. Don't break into a sleeping woman's room, it's weird. And back here, exit.
Got it.
This guy's name is Dar. Ah, wonderful. Hello, Dar. Oh, greetings to you, stranger. Why the long face, Dar? My love is Colette, and her father is a wizard of no small power, and possessed of considerable bias against me. His name is Jermian, and I understand he intends to use Colette as a bargaining tool for some wizardly endeavor of his own, against her will, I imagine, although I've had no chance to ask her opinion. I know she wants to go with me, I know it, but her father will have none of it. He intends to go to great lengths to keep us apart. Oh, woe is me. Yeah, I'll go talk to him. It's fine. It would be of no use, I'm sure, and I do not wish to use violence in such an endeavor. I do not appreciate its taste, and no doubt Jermian would crush me with magic. You are kind to offer your assistance, but there is no helping me, I think. Leave me to my sorrow. Well, fuck you too then, man. What's in here? Hi, Jermian. Who disturbs me? I'm LeftToeDjinn. LeftToeDjinn, eh? Well, I don't recognize your name. So long as you're not sent by that fool Dar, I'll not object to your presence. Words. And, since you ask, and none other than Jermian, licensed cowled wizard for the region, so you needn't run off and attempt to report me, girl. You're a cowled wizard. Why aren't you doing anything about the killings around here? I don't do anything about it because I don't want to do anything about it. I have more important things to do, and until the cowled wizards tell me otherwise, I'll not involve myself. Huh. Alright, well, what do you know about them? It's likely wolves or ogres or other mundane nonsense. I've no interest in the matter. Why don't you ask for the other yokels if you're so concerned? Huh. What are you making? Ah, glad you asked. That, my friend, is nothing other than a golem of stone, a fine piece of magical craftsmanship, if I'd say so myself. Few other mages have made the attempt, you see. The type of golem is quite powerful and dangerous, but I am more than skilled enough to control it. Once it's complete, I'll have an excellent servant, and something to keep an eye on my daughter and that foolhardy beau of hers while I'm away. Trouble is, I'm missing one of the crucial ingredients, the blood of a mimic. I'll pay handsomely for some, in fact. Huh, you look like the adventurous type. Care to find me some? I might as well ask him what a mimic is, even though I know what a mimic is. A mimic is a vicious little creature, shape changer, that likes to attract and kill adventurers by looking like a treasure chest or similar object. They generally exist in dungeons, ruins, or similar places, although where you would find one around here, I haven't a clue. That's why I'm looking for some. I'm saving coin to rescue a friend. What's your reward? I have over 20,000 more than I need, but that's okay. I seem to recall I've got a magical sword around here that I won in a bet from that fool Togarius. I've no use for it, but it's valuable. Find me some mimic's blood, and it's yours. Okay, I'll make an attempt. Fine. I wish I could point you in the right direction, but if you do find some, you know where to find me. Off you go, then. Fair enough. Colette.
Hello there.
I don't know why my father won't let me go. I'll never be a sorceress like he wants me to. Gollum? Nothing. Okay. Probably don't steal from the cowled wizard. Bunch of herders. Guy named Jeb. Well, Jeb sounds delightful.
Weather's been lousy lately.
Fine thing, us all fleeing into the village from our farms. For all the good it'll do us. Don't know how all you fools can wander around in your metal get-up in this heat. It's got a point. It's probably sweating balls. Just the price of being an adventurer, my good man. Adventurers, are you? Ha! I'll give you an adventurer you won't soon forget. For a few golders, mind you? Okay, sure. $10 then. 10? Nah, metalhead. This one's at least 30. Fine. Sure. You see these folks in town with all the chickens? Tim's the farmer, Hendrik, and his wife, fled here from their lands just like I have. His daughter was a tomfool, tin-headed adventuring type just like you. Died young just this past season. You still with me? Good. Then I won't have to repeat myself. Not long after she died, a bunch of other tin heads came looking for her. She said she had something of theirs. Old Hendrik just took him outside and pointed it to her grave marker and told him to get the hell off his land, because they had something of his, too. So that night I heard a ruckus in the henhouse, looked out the window, and there was trying to stuff something down the gullet of one of them chickens he keeps out back. Draw your own conclusions, friend, but I'm thinking there's something a tin head like yourself might like buried deep in the gizzard of one of them cluckers. Huh. If you can think of another reason they fled to the town with their chickens and nothing else, I'd be glad to hear it. Now clear off before you bake in them their ovens of honor you got there. Interesting. The Hendricks have a bunch of chickens that... I mean, we could use some food.
You're a stranger.
Katya. Hello, ma'am. Who might you be? My name's Katya. I came here with me ma and pa to flee the bad people who are killing everybody. When I grow up, though, I want to be a mighty warrior and leave this place for good. Tell me about the bad people. Ma and pa say I'm just telling stories, but I'm not. It's true, and I really saw it. I was bringing the cows home a couple of weeks ago, but I was bringing them through the path in the woods because it's faster, even though Ma doesn't like it when I go through there. But I passes by the ranger's cabin. Morella's always been real nice to me. She gives me candies that she says she makes out of tree sap, and she took me fishing once, too. When I passed by it, though, I saw this big black shadow coming out of her cabin, and it was leaving a big trail of red stuff, which looked like blood. It was so big and scary, it looked like a wolf monster. I was so scared for Morella so I went and told me ma and pa, but they didn't believe me, and told me to stop telling stories. But it really is true, ma'am, honest. If you went to the cabin, I bet you'd find something. It's just to the west of the village, out in the valley. Nobody wants to go there now because they're all scared, but I know I saw something, ma'am. Well, at least we have a destination.
Chef, it's done.
Ah, the Hendricks. Tell me about your chickens.
I've no time for to talk to you now.
We're just good folk fled from outer farmland, stranger. We ask nothing other than you leave us be. How much are you asking for the chickens? I'll buy them off you. They're not for sale. Are you sure? What are you implying, stranger? I said they're not for sale. I know there's something valuable in one of those chickens, and I'm willing to buy it off you, is all. I suppose it's best not be hanging on to it any longer. Eventually someone will come and take it from us. What do you pay me for me? What do you pay me for it? I'll give you $100, because I have plenty of cash. Aye, 'tis more than fair. This will be pay for a fine headstone for our daughter and more. A better tribute than a hidden gem and a chicken. Take it then. You've been more than kind. What is it? Okay. Bajurial. Don't know what it's actually worth, but yeah, we now have a Bajurial.
Yep, okay.
Chickens. I like chickens. So there's Germans. There's nothing really here. They say this is a town, but I mean, is it? Are you sure? Oh, that's just an exit. Well, at least we can explore around a bit. Make friends with the groundhogs and the squirrels. The brown bear is going to be mad at us. Not a whole hell of a lot going on in here. Oh. Hi. Madolf. Hi, Madolf. Hold. Use not of human village. Why you come? What you's wanting? Who are you and what are you doing here? Me, Madolf, lead fellows from great army of Scythilis to the south. No want to kill races no more. Lead fellows in desertion. We just want to be left alone. Let's see. You're deserters from the Scythian Empire. How do you expect to live up here? It's very hard. Humans hate us, and we just want to be left alone. Some humans call knights who chase us. Not bad here, but Madolf thinks village will call knights soon. Humans very mad. Yeah, why would the village allow you to remain? Madolf and fellows like here, but something bad killing fellows. Lose one, two maybe at a time. Disappear. Bodies too. Very bad. Madolf very worried. Madolf no want death. Madolf no want fight. Just want peace. You tell villagers maybe that Madolf and fellows will protect village. Madolf, protect from orcs in mountains, yes? V, how you doing? Oh, no worries, man. How you hanging out? You missed me being utterly annihilated by Farcrag's Golem. Okay, so I'll talk to the village. Tell them about these guys wanted to offer protection. Humans let us stay then, and no call knights. Maybe let us come once in a moon to trade for food and goods. Madolf make deal with village, if you tell them. We no want trouble. Alright, I'll talk to him. Madolf happy. Maybe fellows can live alone and eat good. Be happy here. You do good thing. Maybe humans agree. Madolf keep deal. You tell them. Windspear is rough at an early level. Yeah, that was entertaining. Secret door north of the palisade. North of the palisade. In this map? Not in this map. Oh, for Nalia's quest. No, I haven't actually gone over there yet. Oh, at the keep. No, I was I was looking for it last week. And then my power went out before I could actually make it back to check out the keep itself. So I have no idea where it is. I was gonna look it up before I went back, because apparently I just can't find the damn thing. Nothing here. Alright, let's go back into the village. See if we can't find the mayor somewhere. Go to the palisade, then go north. I mean, I walked around the north side a lot, and I had my find trap and hidden illusions and things. I just couldn't locate the damn thing. For now, I'm embroiled in what's going on here. Oh, I went too far? Yeah, that figures. Okay. What's the mayor have to say?
Hello. I don't recognize you. You must be new to Innisvale. Is there something I can help you with?
Okay, so this is Innsvale. That's good. We come because of little boy, Dylan, said that there is evil here in need of butt-kicking, and good for us that we have our boots on. Yes, sir. I love Minsk. Oh, no, I'm doing great. No, you didn't derail at all. I appreciate you coming by. Yeah, we did piss off Farkrag while we were down there. I spoke to his wizard and started the fight before he actually teleported out. And, yeah, literally, he did one breath attack, blew everybody across the room, and then stomped on me, and that was it. It was a thing of beauty. You did? Then the boy did get to the city after all. Ah, I'm pleased to hear it. You have come to our aid, then. Oh, hey, Chris, how you doing? Came to say hi and got told I had to update the bloody app. Well, I mean, that's a thing. Yeah, Red Dragon, definitely a thing. I do like all the equipment that I found, though. That was fun. And the Adamite skeleton, that was a thing. Yeah, tell me about what is going on. Yes, of course. It's a gruesome business. I'm sure that little Dylan told you some of the story, but I should elaborate. Elaborate on it for your benefit.
We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
That's all the voice acting you're doing? I see how it is. People murdered in their beds, their bodies disappearing, bodies found with the skins inside out. Jesus! The loot in this game is great. Yeah, I'm enjoying all of the lore on the items. Like the shield that a paladin made and got swallowed by a dragon. Beautiful. Normally we would turn to our local ranger protector to aid us in a time like this, but our ranger Morella has vanished. Several men went to her cabin southwest of the village, and they found no sign of her. It's not like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. Soon after, shepherds and farmers from the outlying holds began disappearing. People heard strange noises at night, and we have no ranger to turn to. Everyone's frightened, but they're scared to leave as well, else they get caught out in the wilderness by whatever has been doing the killing. And of course, everyone has ideas on what's behind all of this. It's the ogres, my husband, you know it is. My wife, Aina. And yes, many people think it's that group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began. Likely is, too. They're in the hills, too close to the village, I say. Yes, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here. Of course, others think it's a pack of very large wolves that have been ranging in the hills for some years. And still others claim Umar herself, the great witch of the hills, has returned. Legend has it she was responsible for deaths much like these ones. Fa! And that's just old legends. Umar has been gone for over 500 years, my husband. Yes, true, I suppose. I should warn you, I've already hired a famous knight. Mazzy Fanton. What a name. And her troop. And they haven't been back. If wolves were shadows and doing this, they'd have to be terribly evil. Dire wolves, perhaps. I don't think ogres would do this, but I'm not sure. This is all around quite ominous. Wolves? Ogres? Witches? Oh my! It is too much for Minsk's poor head to comprehend. Which of these are evil? The edge of my sword shall find the truth. I love Minsk. I'm not bad. I'm amazed you're still on it this time. I passed out in the middle of a Hobbit stream. Then I wake up and you're here, which makes a pretty decent night of streaming. Hell yeah. I inspired you to do another playthrough. Brilliant. I will have to tune in and hopefully not see too many spoilers for my own playthrough. But I'm a few weeks in already, so it should be fine for a while. To be honest, I think you should check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. So, will you help us? Oh, just your own time. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I'll make an attempt. Oh, most excellent. Please, my lady, go to Mela's cabin and find where she's gone. My men are too frightened to go that far from the village. Her cabin is west of the village in the valley. It shouldn't be too hard to find. There are other older cabins in the hills, abandoned for many years. Or go north from here to the river and find that Madolf and his beasts. I have little doubt they are responsible for all of this, but we must be sure. Now that you mention it. Hey, I'd watch. I'm relieved you have decided to help us. You have the run of the village, my lady. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to me. Oh, most glorious day! One step closer we come to being true heroes, yes indeed. Even little Boo's fur stands on end from this anticipation. Minsk is delightful. Like, I don't want anybody to ever play this without having Minsk on their team. Okay.
Is there something you need?
I have spoken to the ogre, and I do not believe he or his followers are responsible for Innsvale's problems. What? But I was sure that those monsters were the killers. What makes you so certain they're not? Moldolf has had his own people go missing, much the same as yours. He is as worried as you are. Oh, that's not good news at all. If ogres can be worried, what should we be? Actually, he sent me with a proposition. He and his people will provide protection for the village in exchange for peaceful relations and a bit of trade. He has? I must say, that might not be such a bad idea. If this ogre can be trusted, that is. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. I will have to go and talk to them, I suppose. We will both benefit from this. Since the ogre is no longer the possibility, all I can suggest is you go to Morella's cabin. There must be some evidence of what happened to her. Oh, somebody leveled. Who leveled up?
Speak your mind.
Jahira leveled up. Beautiful. Okay. We got a bunch of new priest spells. That's nice. 1 hit point. That was a low roll. Good God. I should save before leveling up because 1 hit point, Jesus Christ. I should also stop playing on classic difficulty if I'm worried about it, but you know. Nice spells, yeah. No, level 6 spells are great. Level 1 is always good. Oh well. Okay, so you have another level 1 spell. Doom is nice. Armor of Faith. Significant protection against melee and magical attacks. I'll take one of those. Time to consult your super awesome guide. I mean, you're not wrong. I wanted to actually go through it off stream and go through all the spells and change things around. And I probably will do that just probably after this stream, come to think of it. Mostly because it's going to take a lot of fiddling, and I didn't want to change everything while I was in the middle of a dungeon. So, Call Lightning. Only while outside. But that would be fun. So, yeah, that's fun. Got plenty of this, and a level 6 spell, Animal Summoning 3. Now, Animal Summoning is useful as a distraction. Conjure Animals is Mountain Bears. Nice. I'll have 12 hit dice or less. Yeah, well. Wondrous Recall. That's handy. There's also Heal. Wipe away disease and injury. Fire Seeds. Casting a Fire Seed spell creates 4 Fire Seeds that will appear in the caster's inventory. Seeds will remain in existence for 3 turns after the spell is cast. Fireball will ensue if thrown at the enemy, causing 2d8 points of damage to all within 7 feet. Would be useful, but very situational. Because I feel like it would attack my own men more than anything. Decay. Conjure Fire Elemental. That just sounds badass. We're getting that. This is fine.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything in here? Can I steal your shit? You're not gonna mind? Just gonna rob you. It's fine. Nothing to worry about.
Sure thing.
It's always touch and go whether or not people are going to be super mad about you stealing from them. Now I need to go west. I'm guessing her cabin's going to be over here. But with the abandoned cabins to the north, probably check them out as well, because I have a feeling it actually is going to be Umar or something, pretending to be Umar anyway. Kind of Scooby-Doo-ish. So far, so good. Guessing this is the cabin. And a squirrel. And entrance, there we go. Okay.
Something you... If you say so.
What's in here? A little bit of loot. A random journal. Handy. More loot. More loot. A scroll on the ground. It looks as if a violent struggle has taken place here. Someone was killed and dragged out of the cabin. There are a few footprints in the blood. They appear to be dog or wolf prints. Interesting. What's the scroll? A note from Mazzy Fenton. And some arrows. I think those are acid arrows. Very handy. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Let's read what we got. First things first, you can identify those. Journal. You skip many of the entries of times and places far removed from the current worries. Flame Rule 7. Katya came to visit again, a sweet child, eager to learn my ways with the wild creatures. Flame Rule 12. Dark creatures roam the forests. Several townspeople have been slain by some unknown predator. Everyone seems to have their own opinion on what is doing the killing. The strangest thing is that the bodies are disappearing in the morning. This leaves me baffled, for most signs point to a pack of wolves that have been in the area for a long time. Wolves don't steal bodies. Flame Rule 13. Or perhaps I should say wolf-like creatures. At night, while I have been patrolling, I've often caught shadowy glimpses of these wolves running alongside me. I've tried to attract their attention, but they ignore me. I find this most strange, as if the pack is being controlled by someone else. Years ago, I spoke with the pack leaders, and they were cordial. Now they either flee from me or, and I fear to say this, they stalk me. Flame Rule 21. It is near noon, and still the wood outside my cabin seems full of shadows. I've been hard-pressed to hear birds, and most of the larger animals have long fled. I plan to find the wolves' den this afternoon. I've drawn a map to it. All signs point to them as being the culprits. But what wolves act like these? These are wolves with the cunning of men. And there is something else, a whispering in my mind. It is faint now, in the waking hours, But while I sleep, I dream only of this voice and the face behind it. Whether it is connected to the voices, I do not know. I suspect by the time that the sun sets tonight, I'll have my answers to my questions. Oh, that's dark. Minsk, hold on to that. A note from Mazzy Fenton. Wallach, we traveled this day in search of the wolf lair. My own scouting of the region has confirmed Morella's suspicions that there's a large pack of wolves acting in this area. On the map included, I have indicated where I believe this wolf den to be located. Follow us if you can, but be cautious. We can ill afford another mysterious disappearance. Until we meet again, Mazzy. On the same sheet is drawn a crude but effective map, which indicates the path to a forested area several hours north of the Imsvale region. There we go. Don't need it anymore. At least I don't think we need it. Kind of hope we don't need it. Well, it's gone now. I'm fine? Oh, good.
Just point me in the right direction.
I know every now and again it's like, oh, well, you don't have the map. You can't, go anywhere that had the map or was indicated by the map. Old games like this. And let's check the derelict buildings to the north as well. Plus, we can talk to the ogres again, let them know that the deal is made. Yeah, give the brown bear some space. Random deer. And
Yep.
nothing here?
Something you need?
Quite literally nothing. Okay. Ooh, steps. Aw, brown bear killed the squirrel. Derek, you're one of those wizard folk looking for Valigar, aren't you? Who? Well, move on then. Get out of here. Derek is busy and I can no longer talk to him. Okay. Random grizzly bear, let's not piss him off. Let's check out this cabin.
It's done.
Okay.
Just point me in the right direction. Okay.
I am curious about using this horn, by the way. Because it did damage to the golem. Nothing else I had would. So I'm super curious.
Oh there.
Hi, Valigar.
More cowled ones are their servants, no doubt. By the gods, I swear you'll not live to take me to that damnable sphere.
Okay, so you're a mage then. I'm no servant of anyone or anything. What are you talking about? You do not serve the wizards? Then I have hidden myself so desperately only to be set upon by chance. Ah, this is misfortune indeed. You might still be able to help me. A planar sphere appeared suddenly in the slums of Hatkatla several weeks ago, which you may have seen. My ancestor, the necromancer Lavok, built the sphere and disappeared with it over 5 centuries ago. It has not been seen since until its reappearance. I have no desire to meet my ancestor, and even less desire to help the cowled wizards, who believe my body is the only key to enter the sphere, alive or no. They have tried to force my cooperation, and I was forced to defend myself and flee. I had hidden away here, successfully, I thought, until you came. Yeah, why would you fear Lavok? He's probably dead. I mean, he is a necromancer. Maybe not. It has been a long time, but for all I know, time may work differently when traveling the plains. As for his immortality, well, my ancestor has extended his life before, but that's a different story. I am the last of the Kaflaya line. That may mean little to you, but it means plenty to Lavok. When Lavok left Athkatla in the sphere, he was already many centuries old. Lavok extended his life by stealing the bodies of blood relations. If he yet lives, you can imagine my concern. This is also why my blood may allow entrance to the sphere. Interesting. What do you propose we do? My proposal is that we return to the city and enter the sphere. That way, I will know if Lavok lives. If he does, we can exterminate his ghoulish existence once and for all. You are more than welcome to whatever lies within the sphere, such as magical treasure and anything else of Lavok's. None of it interests me in the slightest. So much to say. I mean, I wish I could just send him there, because I wouldn't mind doing the mission as long as he lets me in, and I don't really need him on my party right now. How do I know you're not lying? I cannot prove the truth of my words, my lady, but compare my motivations to those of the wizards, and there is more. I am the last of the Carlisle line that may be known to you. Yep, okay. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Say yes. Most excellent. My family swore an oath long ago to kill Lavok should he ever reappear, and perhaps I shall be able to fulfill it. My heartfelt thanks to your offer of aid. I should let you know that I intend to rescue an old friend of mine. If you want to get meta, he could replace Yoshimo, since, as you mentioned, Yoshi is kind of superfluous to your party. He is. He's not even a very good archer, and that's all I'm using him for. There is strength in numbers with you, and if you wish to have my help in exacting a toll against the cowled wizards that stand in your way, you'll hear no complaint from me. Let us be moving, then. More than likely, the cowled wizards will hear of my movements, and the fact that you accompany me. Soon enough. We shall have to be ready. We will have to be careful when the cowled wizards now at our heels, but it is a righteous cause, and another companion to stand at our side is always welcome. Be welcome, brother of the woods. Together, you and Boo and I shall stride forward and crush all evil in our wake. Woe betide evil. Well, Minsk likes him, and that's all I need. Let's remove him for now, and I'm going to take... I think I am going to take his gear off him.
Are we through? I should like to know if we are to continue.
Split up for now.
As you wish. If you change your mind, I would still like to travel with you. I still think I have much to see in this world.
Yeah, go ahead and wait here. That's fine. He's going to his cabin. You can understand why newer games, Dragon Age, etc. had a stable of characters, so you pretty much had everyone with you. You just decided who you brought on a certain adventure. It does work better. It does.
Where shall I display my skill and expertise?
But yeah, I think I'll take all of his equipment off of him. And just use the other guy. What is this? Basic studded leather? If I knew he was using that, I probably would have given him better armor earlier. Nobody could use that sword but you. Go ahead and take that. Potions, potions, potions. All of the arrows in the world. Random keys.
No, I can't carry anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped
I
something.
have too much in my pack as it is. You'll have to pick that up off the ground.
I like that they say that because it did actually used to drop things on the ground when you tried to give it to them. You're an arrow +1. You can use that. That's fine. Okay.
You're right behind me, right?
Yep, sure.
Now I have to go in and out and go and pick him up. Can this guy use
I have had to drop what you gave me. I have only 2 arms.
katanas as
No
well?
space.
Kind of curious now.
No, I can't carry anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, I dropped something.
Okay. Can I figure out what this is? Basic spear? Nope, not you. Spear +1. Completely
I
useless.
have had to drop what you gave me. I have only 2 arms and no more
I have
space.
too much in my pack as it is. You'll have to pick that up off the ground.
What use are companions if they can't be pack mules? You know, fair enough. Yoshimo's katana will have to stay with Yoshimo. That's fine. And yeah, we'll go in and out. Oh, never mind. Volgar's here again. Hi, Volgar.
Sure thing.
I see you have tracked me down here. Have you changed your mind regarding my proposal?
You.
I do not wish to end our pairing before our tasks are done, but perhaps our rest is in order. Sure you want to go separate paths?
Yeah, don't need you right now. Where do you want to meet if we're to adventure again together? Go to the Copper Coronet. That's fine.
Just point me in the right direction.
Okay.
Still here.
What are you, good sir? You are a stalker. Interesting. What does that mean? Stalkers serve as covert intelligence gatherers comfortable in both wilderness and urban settings. So you're a ranger thief. Kinda. They are spies, informants, and interrogators, and their mastery of stealth makes them deadly opponents. May not wear armor heavier than studded leather. Okay. Well, that's fine. Show me what you have. You have a blade +2? No. Yeah, +2. Hit target suffers 3 points additional bleeding damage. Nice. Armor class +2. He's already better than Yoshimo entirely. He's a backstabbing fighter pretty much. Yeah. And his resistances and armor class are already better than Yoshimo ever was. Don't need a spear. Can you use a composite bow? No. No. Can use darts. Yes. Have some darts. And your longbow is fine. Probably give you some +1 arrows. And you can actually move up here. Apparently not when my inventory is open. There we go. Actually, I'd rather have Minsk in number 2, so you can be right there. Jahira in the back. You can be up there. There we go. Perfect. Now, as far as gear, you can use a shield, which puts you at -5. Jesus. Are these channel points rewards and new? No. No, they've always been there. Sometimes when you join in from a raid, you have to refresh the page before it'll actually let you get things. But yeah, they've always been there. Let's see, you can have arrows, you can have arrows. Journal is fine. Healing potions. Healing potions. Random protection cloak, can't use that. Gloves, can't use those. Apparently I can. I mean, I don't pickpocket, but sure. Katana is not worthwhile, but you can hold it until we sell it. Only downside to all of this is you really do have to click and move and click and move and click and move. Gets tiresome. Now, a spear +3. Are you proficient with spears? Yes. Excellent. 5 to 10, 6 to 15. So, that's a spear plus 1. That's not what I wanted. Where's your spear plus 3? Somebody has it. There it is. Inventory sorting is the best part of this game. How dare you? I like the system. I just don't like clicking and dragging, if that makes sense. Okay, so this does better minimum damage, and the to-hit modifier is better, but otherwise his sword has better max damage. Okay.
Nature's servant awaits.
Something you need?
Yep.
And that's just the normal spear and dagger. Everything else is okay. You can have this pretty helmet until we find you something else. Do I know how to backstab? Don't you go invisible and then your first attack counts as a backstab? Something along those lines? If I remember right. You need to be behind the enemy also. Okay. So I was almost there. Short bow, don't need that anymore. Elixir of health, I guess can go to you. Nobody can use the cloak of protection anymore. Honestly, I think that's an overall improvement. Takes a bit of micromanaging, but can be well worth it. I mean, yeah. Generally, when it comes to my people, I don't like having them have a script. Like standard attack is fine, but everything else they end up using a bunch of spells I don't want them to, and doing things I don't need them to, and then when I do want them to use those spells, they're not available. So I generally do all the things myself anyway. So as far as micro goes, it's fine. Still have the sewers to get into. Yeah, I just use standard attack. Yeah, it's the easiest way to do things. Let's see. Your longbow does 3 to 8, and your spear does 7 to 12. So you're going to be a frontliner. Good. Need to get you a pretty helmet, but otherwise, we're good to go.
Just give me a sec.
Some more groundhogs, a moose. Hi, moose. You want to be friends? Yeah. Okay. Is there anything? Let's go talk to the ogres, and then we will head north. Also, I love this guy's resistances. Just stacks of them. And is the bear down here? No. Yes. And a cave. Go to the cave.
Down there.
Seems to be a body. Seems to be several bodies.
Yep. It's done.
And a chest. I'm guessing this is going to be the mimic.
I am curious. How much experience have you had with magic?
Yeah, I've had considerable encounters with magic throughout my travels. So, you too are drawn into its wake. Sometimes I believe that my life is so caught up with magic that there will never be an escape from its foul presence. What do you mean? I told you of Lavok. His influence did not end with his disappearance. Like a curse, my family has been afflicted with magic, and it has brought us only ill. Why do you consider that a curse? It is a curse because magic twists the soul. Once you begin, you put aside concerns of life. There is never enough books, scrolls, or time to study spells. Soon one can challenge the boundaries of life and death. The unnatural becomes commonplace, and before you realize, you're on a path that only leads to ruin. Perhaps it is fortunate that I am the last of my line. It might be fitting that the family and the fortune that paved the path of End with Levok's line. I butchered that sentence. I'm really starting to enjoy top-down RPGs lately. It's a completely different feel to most games. Agreed. Fallout 2 is brilliant. You'll love the crap out of Fallout 2. If you haven't played Fallout 1, I recommend that as well. Pretend Brotherhood of Steel never existed, and you'll be fine. It's not even worth picking up. Tactics is tactics. Let's see. Yeah, you would not consider retiring from the life and having children. And know that my own children would be likely afflicted. Aside from that, who would have me? Magic is frowned on here, and too many know of my heritage. But perhaps I could consider it. Somewhere else. Who knows? But enough talk. We should be going. Okay. I'm guessing, yeah. I can't save. Oh, I'm in dialogue mode. And monsters are about. So yeah, this is going to be a mimic. Matter of fact, I'm just going to attack the fucker.
Sword! Where Minsk go? Minsk, jump on my sword while you can, evil. I won't be as gentle.
She gave!
There we go. People are all held, but that's okay.
That's not right.
There we go. If you come across something that can only be a mimic in a cave, I mean, what else are you going to do? Especially when everybody's talking about mimics and going, oh, I have no idea where one could live. I mean, come on. Okay, we wait to be unheld.
Every armored, live by the sword. Live a good long time.
Okay.
Everybody's unheld. Brilliant. Now I can go give him the Mimic's blood. I've been watching of York's lore video for a while, and it seems that 1, 2, and 3 in New Vegas are the ones worth investing time in. Yeah. I started with New Vegas and not been PC gaming that long, so I've been backtracking through all the Dune franchises. Nice! No, Fallout is some of my favorite games, so completely happy to read about that. Also, there's just Umber Hulks chilling out up here.
That's not right.
Holy crap, you are getting your ass
I
kicked.
could certainly use them now.
What is wrong with you? You're confused. That's not handy. Wait, are we attacking you? We might be attacking you. Okay, so I've lost control of you.
A lot more exciting than any circus.
You're not so
Hopefully that killed one. You see if you can heal him. In the meantime, you chug a potion? No, not that. Sorry, wrong person. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Who says,
You are not quite dead.
feel the backhand of justice?
Come on, heal. There we go.
Swords, not words.
Now, unfortunately, he's confused and attacking us. But what are you gonna do? Is that other one dead? Yes.
Yeah, if you're sure. Yep.
I am ready.
All right, Jahira, heal him again. And he's dead.
something.
I won't let my friends be hurt.
She's confused now too. Jesus.
Minsk and Wu stand ready.
I need speedy assistance, my friend. I shall go for
You're not wrong.
command.
Just point me in the right direction. Sure thing.
Run up there and start attacking.
I need speedy assistance. Point the sword with all speed, comrade.
Shit.
Something ready to go.
Every hunter
Minsk, get him.
has his day.
I'll help
There we go. Jesus. That was meant to say Oxhorn, but my phone is down. That's okay. Yeah, 4 is... It's not as bad as it could have been, but it is not good.
Point me in the right direction.
You're confused too. Oh, you're humping the wall. Dude, stop it. We're right here. That's...
Speak your... I thought his...
Wait till we're in an inn or something. Come on. Just... What are you doing, man? Stop that. There we go.
I hear you well enough.
Oh, we didn't sleep since the last time we revived somebody. At least I don't think we did. And, yep, okay.
Yep.
So, we have to sleep first, which is a thing that we have to do in order to revive our new guy.